So today is a different type of video. It's not an unboxing video. Today I want to talk to you about one of my favorite books of 2021. The book I'm speaking of is Beta Ray Bill, written and drawn by Daniel Warren Johnson. I believe the colors was Mike Spicer. So today, this what we're going to do. We're going to talk about this series. This is a phenomenal series. I enjoy reading this series. I've read it more than once, and I really love this. I love this mini series. It's only 5 issues for this book. So we're gonna get. I don't gonna go too deep into Beta Ray Bill's history, but I know his first appearance is Thor 337. I'm still on the hunt for that book. I have not gotten that book yet. I had a couple opportunities to get that book, but at the time I couldn't get it. But one of these days I will have that book. So what we're gonna talk about here is first is for issue 1. Okay. So you gotta mind me. I have notes. I have notes. Like I said, I've read it multiple times, but the last time I read it was over a year ago. So what's great about this book is a lot of emotion in this book. Um, it's a lot of heartbreak. It's a lot of resentment. There's a lot of um, I want to really prove myself in this book. So the book start off at the very beginning. You can see here, basically with him as a young man and him being picked to be transformed into Beta Ray Bill. Um, he's really down in this. He's really trying to find um, a new weapon. So basically, what happened? I even have the book here. I own a copy of this book. In Thor number 3, the current run, the Donny Cates run, in Thor number 3, he Thor is working with Galactus to take on the Black Winter, but Beta Ray Bill didn't understand that. He didn't know the whole totality of the reason and why Thor is working with Galactus and doing what he's doing. So this battle between the two is epic. Check it. Like this battle between him, Thor, and Beta Ray Bill, it gets pretty good, and it gets pretty brutal. Thor is like, look, I'm doing this for a reason. You have to trust me. You just listen to what I said. I'm all father Thor. Trust me. And Beta Ray Bill's like, nah, you're a traitor. This, that, and the third. Thor literally is telling him like, look, I do this because I am king. Because I am still Thor. He throws Mjolnir at Beta Ray Bill. Beta Ray Bill catches it. He catches it. Thor was like, okay, I, I, I'm the All Father. I'm All Father Thor. I'm King Thor. And then he's like, he's trying to call back Mjolnir. And Beta Ray Bill would not let it go. So Thor was like, all right, all right, not a problem. Give me Stormbreaker. Give me Stormbreaker. And Thor, he said, I would just use another. This splash page of what happened to Stormbreaker is amazing. Look at this. Look at this. The look on Beta Ray's Bill face. Just utter shock. Utter shock. He did not believe what happened. And Thor was like, and right before Thor was about to lay Mjolnir, because he asked him to yield. He said, Thor was like, Beta Ray, you ain't got it. You ain't got it. You saw what I did to your weapon. And so Thor was about to put down the last hammer, and then the Rainbow Bridge pop up, and then I forgot what happened to Heimdall. I'm trying to remember what happened to Heimdall. I know I got the book, but I can't remember. Lady Sif is the new person in charge of the Rainbow Bridge, and she jumped in at the last minute to protect Beta Ray Bill. But that was in a Donny Cates run. Okay, so in this run, this takes place during King in Black. Now, this is not, as you can see, this is not a tie-in. The only thing in this book would tell you that is have anything to deal with King in Black is the symbol on Fin Fang Foom's, and that's who this is, his head. This the red spiral. He does fight a nullified Fin Fang Foom, but that's basically that's how the book started off. He gathered all the soldiers of Asgard to fight against this threat. As you can see here, he gathered all the Asgardians to fight. Let's just say it didn't go as well as he thought it would. This is a nullified Fin Fang Foom. Now, one of these days, I do have and read King in Black. I will explain that to you one day, probably another video. And so, I mean, I'm not gonna show you some of these parts because some of these are very brutal, like people getting torn in half and things of that nature. Daniel Warren Johnson's artwork is amazing in this. I love the way it's just the brutality of how these people are drawn. So they brought this. Beta Ray Bill brought his ship Scuttlebug. Let me see if I can show you the ship. He brought his ship there, as you can see, and to help fight Fin Fang Foom. And he just, I mean, he fired all weapons. Fin Fang Foom just treated like a toy, tossed to the side, and right before he was about to be eaten, Beta Ray was about to be eaten by Fin Fang. Okay, I'm just calling him Fin Fang. Lightning bolt came out of nowhere. It's Thor to save him. He saved not only Beta Ray Bill, but he saved Asgard from the nullified Fin Fang. The symbiote that was on it went away. Everybody's cheering Thor. Everybody's saying, "Yo, you the man. Thank you so much for saving us." Beta Ray Bill like, "I mean, I could have done it if you didn't destroy my hammer." But he didn't really say, he couldn't go up to him and say nothing like that. But everybody's sitting there drinking. Thor is sitting there. Got the ale and the mead and sitting there, got the ladies around him, and Beta Ray Bill, he just just chilling off to the side like, if you didn't destroy my hammer, maybe I could have done something. So he's sitting there moping, and then Lady Sif, no, I'm sorry, Pip came, which is to me, Pip in this whole series was his road dog. That was his homeboy. Like, yeah, I got you, whatever you need, whatever. Lady Sif come up. She like, you know what? You owe me a drink. They have a drink. About to go into the back room and do some grown folks things. And she's looking at Beta Ray Bill's like, yo, can you change back to your humanoid form? That's the thing about Beta Ray Bill. He could transform similar to Thor way back in the day when he had his alter ego and he could change it to Thor. Same thing with Beta Ray Bill. He could turn back to his humanoid form or turn into Beta Ray Bill, more of like a horse face kind of a humanoid. And Lady Sif was like, yo, I want to do some grown stuff, but can you like change your face back up to a humanoid? He like, well, you know what happened? I used to be able to do that. Yeah, I used to be able to do that. But what happened was your homeboy Thor, smashed my hammer. Stormbreaker gave me the ability to get back to my humanoid form. And she was like, well, you see, it's not gonna work. This is not gonna work. And he's like, he's like, look in the mirror. See, this is why I start feeling for Beta Ray Bill. I'm like, he can't even. First, Thor broke his hammer, and then Thor stole his thunder. No pun intended, but a little bit. And then Thor messed up his love life. So Beta Ray Bill just like, you know what? I understand. I'm not blind. Peace up out of there. So, and this book goes back and forth when he was a young man to an adult. Um, so he decides, well, I need another weapon, you know, and the only person that knows about these weapons is Odin, the old All Father. So he goes looking for his thing is he's gonna go look for Odin. Okay, so he goes trying to find Odin, explain the whole situation. Along the way, this is some beautiful artwork. I want to show y'all this artwork. This is from issue 2. Um, this is from issue 2. Look at this, how Dane Warren Johnson did the artwork for this ship, the Scuttlebug. Like it breaks down the whole ship, right? So he goes off. He said, "Well, I'm gonna find Odin." In the midst of it, on his ship is Scourge, the Executioner, as you can see here, which is a very cool character in this title. I enjoyed him. He was like the life of the party, and so they go to basically a bar. I think it's a bar on the ship. No, they went down to the planet side to look for Odin, and they get into a bar fight. I mean, these fight scenes are brutal. Like, yeah, they remind you of wrestling. More of that later. Um, so as they're fighting, all of a sudden, out of nowhere and out of the back, you hear somebody yell, "Enough!" It's Odin, and he's not the All Father Odin. He's just a regular dude. Like, yo, enough. I'm bringing some more adult beverages, and he basically saying like, I need a new weapon. I need your help. I need you to help me bring Stormbreaker back. He's like, nah, it's gone. It's gone forever. Sorry. There's nothing I could do. I do apologize. He said, well, I was like, well, maybe there's another weapon. Maybe I know of another place you could get your weapon. Now I might destroy the name of this place. I'm always destroying names of areas in Thor comics because it's Norse. I believe it's Norse, and I think it's um, Miss Pelheim. I might be saying it wrong, and I do apologize. Basically, it's the home of well, I tell you in a minute. Home of the weapon is called Twilight Sword. Okay, and the sword I can tell you now because they do tell you in issue 2. The sword belongs to Surtur. Okay, Thor's big bad. Thor, like you saw him, you saw Surtur in Thor Ragnarok. You saw him in several Thor comic books. So they say, yeah, you know what? Let's go down there and get it. That's what Beta Ray Bill said. So he got his crew. He has uh, Scourge and he has Pip with him, and they decide to go down to uh, go down to get this weapon, right? And then I think he meant I forgot what these guys called. Oh no, yeah, he was met at the gate by these the guardians of the gate to go down to Surtur's lair, and they go down there, and when they get down there, something happens to the ship. It turns out the ship Scuttlebug, when they got into the area, became a humanoid. So as you can see her right here, you know, she became the ship actually became sentient and have a humanoid body. So they go down, and looks like I got my notes here, so bear with me when I go back and forth. Um, okay, yeah. All right, yeah. So they go down there. So they fight waves of different types of enemies. You know, you got these fire demons that's trying to prevent them and trying to get and stop them for going any further down. Um, and then they do escape those with the help of Scuttlebug. Scuttlebug reinforces the bottom of the ship. I mean, it has that feel of like Star Wars, and it was just epicness after epicness. Like every time they face adversity, there was something major going on. And then when they get down to, finally get time to relax, you know, Scuttlebug and Beta Ray Bill say, you know what? Let's get in a healthy game of ping pong. I mean, but they were going at it like me and my friends back in the day on the Sega Dreamcast. This is a game called Virtual Tennis, and we used to go at it on Virtual Tennis. If you have a Dreamcast, do yourself a favor, get Virtual Tennis. Okay, so but they go back at it, and then she informed me that like yeah, everything that you done, everything that you did, these with these adventures, I've recorded them, and I changed your storage room into like a library. So she was like, well, you know what? She was trying to convince him to leave because she don't see it ending well. So she was like, yo, I could create a weapon for you. So she created this axe, and that is a bomb axe. Um, so as they sit and relaxing, more demons come on boats. Now the boats itself, it's not water; it's basically lava, and I mean they going at it back and forth. The axe itself has like these jetpacks, like these rockets on it that helps push it even further. And they battling and things of that nature, fighting these creatures, and they defeated the creature, right? And so the way, but things were getting kind of hectic, so they was like, "Yo, let's dive down like a submarine." And so we go deeper down into this realm. And as it goes down, it's hurting Scuttlebug, of course, because she's part of the ship. And they go deeper, and she's like panicking. And then they finally get past the lava, but they get caught by something much much more dangerous. Okay, so that's issue 3. And issue four, issue four, whew, baby. Um, Beta Ray Bill is having a nightmare. Okay, he wakes up with all this stuff on his ship, on the walls, on the floors. It almost looked like you remember in Aliens how the walls were covered with uh, organisms and things of that nature. When he opens up, when he finally gets to the top side and opens up and see what's going on outside the ship, he get met with this very very creepy looking squid. Look at that, right? And they said, well, how are we gonna get this thing off of here, right? And then they she does a recording of his past battles, and one of the first battles he had with Thor, he got his butt beat. Um, the surgery that turned him to who he is. They she's showing everything. They're showing even his past life where he was in love. They show his past life with his mother. Um, a great battle with Surtur, and so basically, um, she showed him the main brain that the reason why all the stuff was on the ship, as you can see here. Oops, here we go. And he just like, you know what? I'm just gonna kill it, and he does. And as he more and more he chopped, the more and more he kills the squid that's around them. And the squid finally let them go. I'll call it a squid. It could be something else. At the end of four, they finally get to the the town area where the Twilight Sword is at. The sword is a beautiful sword, just sitting there, just in the middle, and he's ready to get it, and hopefully he'll get the ability to have that power again. Um, and Scuttlebug is like professor her love to him and telling he's radiant and really trying to like bring up his spirits. Like, you don't really need this sword. You could just go back and you're good. But as he approached, he said, "Nah, nah, I want to get the sword." As he approaches the sword, you have Suter coming up like, "Oh yeah, I've been waiting for somebody to come try to take this." You know, and the end of it. Look at that. This is the art in this is so freaking amazing. It's so amazing. Okay, and then finally in issue five. This is when the throwdown, showdown, get it down go starts happening. I mean, they go at it. He has the axe. I mean, he thought he has the axe that Scuttlebug made for him. He thought he was gonna be like yeah, I got you, Surtur. I could if Thor could beat you, I could beat you. Surtur was like, nah, bro, nah, nah. You're not built for this. You're not built for this. And then Beta Ray Bill did something very smart. One of the few smart things I've seen him did in the series. He's like, yo, you all like this, you all Godzilla size. Why don't you shrink down? Because I know you got that ability to and fight me one on one. He like, all right. Surtur was like, I got you. I shrank down, you know. And the fight scenes are brutal, and but they're so well drawn. I mean, they're going at it like they're going at it, you know, and and I mean, and his teammates try to help him. Like Pip trying to go in. This scene here. I'm not gonna really show it. But Pip, let's just say, almost made Pip into a regular donut, like hand right through the body, you know. But Pip tricked him. Pip had a whole bunch of explosives strapped to his body, and said, "You know what? Gotcha." They explode, break, basically messing up Sutur's hand. But they go back and forth still, and then Beta Ray Bill literally impales him on one of the towers. And Sutur was like, "You know what? Enough. Done playing. I ain't doing this no more." Goes back to large size. Scuttlebug was able to help create a gun big enough to weaken Surtur. I mean, this. Look at this gun. This is a huge freaking gun. Okay, put it in perspective. You see how big this gun is, right? Scourge is the one gonna be shooting it. He's way down here, yo. Way down here. That's how big that gun is. About the size of the ship. And baby, when he fires that boy, when he fires that boy, it if they would have hit it in the right area, it would have really messed up Surtur. But it took a chunk of his body out, right? So what happened next was Beta Ray Bill. It's almost like the sword and the stone. Beta Ray Bill went over to the sword and he was able to pull it out, cut off Surtur's head, and then once he did that, he held the sword like this and he returned back to his humanoid self. Right? As the battle is ended and they're about to go back home, he has the sword. He's back to his humanoid form. Pip is still alive. I don't know how. Comics. He's on life support basically. The Valkyries show up. Um, they got the sword and Scourge. They took Scourge away. Basically, everybody went their separate ways, and Beta Ray Bill was just sitting there, and it basically like I won't call it another throne room, but he was sitting with the last all the weapons that he has, and just basically just sat there with Scuttlebug. It was a good ending. Um, Pip Pip woke up. He talked to Pip, and he said, "You whole again." And he's like, "Yeah, you're right, Pip. I couldn't be even more happier." But when he looked in the mirror, he saw the horse face looking Beta Ray Bill. But yeah, it was man. This is such a good read. I highly recommend it. I was trying to keep this short, but I had to go through each issue because it won't do it justice if I just really glazed over this. I highly recommend this issue. Daniel Warren Johnson is one of my favorites. After this, it's going to be another video I'm going to do. It's called Dual Power Bomb. Is That book was my favorite book of 2022. And Daniel Warren Johnson once again did the writing and the drawing for it, and also Mike Spicer did the coloring. And I really enjoy that book, and I really enjoy Beta Ray Bill. So I'm glad y'all. If y'all took around this long, I'm so glad that y'all did. Just make sure you like, comment, subscribe to this channel. There's gonna be more videos. I'm doing an unboxing video in a couple of days. That video is gonna be posted soon. And appreciate y'all, and I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thank you.